Two left to work with before halftime. Gonna set. Out we go. Gonna set. Out we go. Gonna set. Down we go. Gonna set. Out we go. Gonna set. Down we go. Gonna set. Out we go. Gonna set. Down we go. Down we go.
brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs and is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Falcons and the reigning NFC champs on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So from the 37, here's second down and 8. Sticking with Walker on second down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To the air with McCarthy. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This will be fielded at the 17. And running with power here. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson. They start the drive with Cook.
And he and his team, they're the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Again, it's Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll try the air now with Watson. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. That's good for a first down. He's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. In motion, the tight end. Now Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now it's Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Cook. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit, from 4 yards out. And the Lions are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? They're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round of the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. Throwing is McCarthy. To the right side and caught by Dell. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Looking to throw McCarthy. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Second down and 3.
The gain is 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 30.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Steps away. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. He'll buy some time right. And the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. 1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
To throw is Watson.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And that's complete to Sanders. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
McCarthy off the play fake.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On play action, now McCarthy.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Watson off play action.
Got a man, that's Ayuk.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Here's Watson, option left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Watson. It's caught on the right side at Smith. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Watson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
In motion is Phillips. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Watson.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson now to throw.
And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's 2nd down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 30. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A solid stiff arm. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
Back to throw, Watson. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk
from 3 yards out.
And the Lions go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Falcons offense set to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. McCarthy operating from the gun.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Here's McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Adams the man in motion right.
To the air with McCarthy. Got his man, Dell.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. The 3 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over.
Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And just shutting him off there. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Cook up the gut, dancing away at the 35. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 113 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. They run again on first down. Cook shedding the tackle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 22-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the 22, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the gun, here's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, Watson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30, up to the 33. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Throwing is McCarthy. Incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now McCarthy. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Looking to throw McCarthy. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
To the right side and caught by Dell. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Take Dell. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. The Lions offense and their quarterback Deshaun Watson set to take over once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. To throw is Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now a 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Here's Watson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
Okay, so he stepped foot out of bounds. Charles came back in first to touch it, and they got him for illegal touching.
Yeah, and you know it doesn't matter either, Brandon. Catch it, don't catch it. If you're the first to touch it, that's going to draw a flag.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson.
That is caught.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Watson. Short throw to Smith.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Back to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
The Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
A gain of 5 brings it 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Second and 5.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. Now inside the 25.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions Falcons touchdown.
But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing after the interception.
McCarthy. Throw right side taken by Sanders.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. That is caught by Dell.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Davante Adams, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
Yeah, this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Back to throw, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 7. Watson now to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be Falcon football. To the air with McCarthy. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's McCarthy. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Let's take it inside his own 40. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. 128 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. The slot man in motion right. A shotgun snap for Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Now it's Watson. Powering forward. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. In motion is Phillips. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To the air yet again. Watson setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get 1 key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Cook.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Running for it, here's Cook. And this time he is in.
Yes.
James Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing is McCarthy. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. To the air again, McCarthy.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now McCarthy.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run it again with Cook.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
It's a gain of 11. And the Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
That's another Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and 10.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.